no knock on OBJ at all, but he hasn't lived up to the hype in which he made that catch and made himself a household name off that one catch. That's why everybody knows OBJ. Yes, he has good talent. Played well when he was with the New York Giants. But ever since he's left the New York Giants, obviously things happened there. It was fractured.
And injuries and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
We don't know. Based on what I've seen,
I get
the
it.
first half of the season with the Cleveland Browns, he hasn't even been targeted. He's
But that's not
even.
even. You can't even blame him for not being targeted. You can't blame him again.
I'm not blaming him.
Right. So he can still go somewhere and be
Right.
targeted 60 times.
Right. I'm not blaming him for the targets. That's honestly that's offensive coordinator, that's management, and part of that's Baker Mayfield too. And you can say no, that's not Baker Mayfield. Let me tell you something. If Baker is true to what he's saying about the talent that he believes that OBJ has, as a quarterback, you're in progression. Whether you the number 1, 2, or 3, or 4, whatever, as a quarterback, you know where OBJ is. Create mismatches. That's the offensive coordinator's job. Right. Create opportunity for him.
Basically, you saying there's no way that he should be walking back inside after a game with only like 3 targets.
No, this dude can actually play, and for somebody of his talent, you're only targeting him a certain amount of targets a game. He coming out of the game with one catch. Landry goes off IR. Comes back on the team from IR. Goes on IR, comes off from IR, and has more catches, getting more involved in the offense.
That's a valid point.
I mean, my thing is too is like I didn't have a problem with his dad highlighting.
No, ain't no problem. That's
where this guy was open, and it was about 11 minutes of highlights where this guy was open, like the passes weren't on target, none of that. I'm like, bro, for me, that's not a coincidence. My thing is Baker is supposed to be the quarterback, and he's supposed to be the type and caliber quarterback that he claims he is, and he's making that
Everybody
money
know
too.
Baker ain't that.
Right, but I'm just saying,
Baker's
but
not
dude, you
that.
got to get your dude the ball though.
He just.
You got to get your
So
guy the ball.
what's being implied is they just freezing him out.
Which
I don't know.
think. Yeah.
I don't know if it's freezing him out.
If they're
but you
freezing him
can't
out,
just tell me.
I think he would have more. I think he'd be more frustrated, if you will.
First of all, honestly, we haven't heard OBJ say nothing all year. This is a perfect scenario for him to go off.
But
guaranteed, if he was in
you think? Hey, he knows.
Yeah,
but I'm saying,
if you just think it right. But I'm saying, but everybody has been criticizing and over.
Of course, that's what the media.
Right, but I'm saying
though.
it's unfair. That's why we're talking about it on this show.
Right.
He probably has every right to be mad and upset. This dude is going. His talent, 1, 2, 3 catches a game, one a game. If he was, just think if he was in New York and this was happening, OBJ would have already sounded off. So I think he's taking those maturation steps to be a better person and show that he's not who everybody has created this narrative for him to be, is selfish and all this other stuff, because he's been radio silent out of all of this. He's letting everybody else do the talking for him. But if he was doing the talking, then everybody would have a reason to be jumping on his head.
It's all bull crap. Like if he's radio silent, the media's gonna be like, see, he's quiet.
Right.
If he talked, the media gonna be like, see, he talked to. Whatever the media gonna build that narrative, it don't even matter.
Wait, no, it does matter because
to him it should matter.
Right, but it hurts if he wants to go to a certain team, his departure and wherever he wants to go, because they're gonna only go by what's been said in the media. Trust me, that's gonna hurt his chances of going elsewhere because he's labeled as a malcontent or a locker room distraction, or he's always going off on the sideline. We haven't seen any of that.
Look, you're a team captain, right? You're in the locker room. What's the first thing you say when OBJ comes to you guys' locker room? What's the first question you ask him? Do you ask him what happened in Cleveland? Do you want to know what happened in Cleveland? Like most of the time, you're like, hey, you here with us, let's rock.
I want to know, but I don't expect to get that at first. Mm-hmm. He comes into the locker room, I'm telling him, looking at him like, hey, bro, and I don't even know what happened in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Really don't care. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you how we do stuff here. Mm-hmm. And now if it's a problem, we like to address it and keep it all in-house amongst players. And, if you cool with that, you roll with that, man, you more than welcome. Right. If not, we're going to have a problem.
Right. It's all about coming in there, going into a team, and seeing how you can add value.
Yeah.
Your play if you can ball, and your coaches put you in the right situations, then it's gonna be revealed. It's gonna be revealed. So obviously there's something as to why this guy is not, like I said, being involved yet, because right now he has a lot to sort out with himself, and not with himself, but I think he's in the wrong situation with the Cleveland Browns.
Well, now he's not in no situation.
Right, but I think
he said it right. He got a lot to sort out with himself.
Yes.
You know?
Do I go somewhere and be a number one, a number two,
and
or a number three?
don't even worry about the money.
No.
Well, he's already been paid. He's already
That's
been
what I'm
paid.
saying. But most players will say, I still want to be high paid.
Take the ego out of it. Find the perfect situation.
Right. The money is going to come.
What's the perfect situation?
He's a marketable guy. I mean, there's a number of situations he can go to.
Give me 2 or 3 situations.
Green Bay.
Absolutely. Give me another one.
I think obviously the situation with the Raiders that just happened. I think Raiders is a good fit for him.
I think it's okay.
Derek Carr's a good quarterback. I think they need a playmaker. Will they bring him in to be that? Could he be that?
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna give you another example. My favorite coach,
Kansas
City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Can't do it.
Kansas City. Whether he can or not, I'm gonna tell you what. Andy Reid will find a way to get someone of that caliber. Will find a way to give him the ball. Believe it. You don't think he's better than Sammy Watkins that was just there like the last 2 or 3 years? Sammy didn't really do a whole lot. I think OBJ is head and heels over better than Sammy Watkins.
Yeah. Give me some other fits, some other situations, or some other teams that OBJ fits. Not necessarily have to go to get paid, but again, what's a Super Bowl situation?
Pay shouldn't even be a in discussion.
But you know who has a lot of talent, and obviously I see them week in and week out is the 49ers. I just think
I think he would have to be the number one there, and I don't think that's the right fit.
But
why would you think
he doesn't even
be the one?
He got remember he got Debo Samuel.
I know, but he would be the number one targeted guy.
Regardless if he like it or not, he's learning something what went on in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that he acted a certain way for them to do that, but you learn, you become smarter and understand the big picture.
Business.
But let me go back further to what you just said. He's learning, he's becoming smarter. First of all, it's in a sense, it's like a relationship. You can have the best of intentions, the best person, from an eye test, but sometimes it just doesn't work.
It just doesn't work out.
It just doesn't work out.
Cut your losses.